Hi, everybody. Welcome back to School of Scarlett. Today, I want to talk about quitting YouTube. And so, there's been a lot of changes going on with the algorithm. There's been just a lot of changes with YouTube creators that's been happening, and the audience, and the kind of content and things that is out there. And I want to share something with you here today. If you are a creator here on YouTube, if you're creative, if you watch a lot of YouTube, this video is going to be relevant to you. So, I'm going to be sharing with you the changes that are happening, what I'm doing about it, some encouragement for you if you resonate with this message. So, I'll be sharing some of that. I also got something come in from YouTube, and I want to go ahead and open it here on this video on this channel because this is the YouTube channel that has brought this in for me, and I want to share each and every step along the way with you. So I want to kind of take you back a little bit to when I started the channel. When I started the channel, I mostly made videos talking about non-duality, and I was, talking mainly from my bed or from my back porch, just very casually. And here and there, I would get a subscriber or something like that. But quickly with even that small number of subscribers, I had quite a bit of engagement. I had lots of people emailing me, wanting one on one sessions, all of that, even with the small number of so called subscribers or watchers. So, a lot of people are very much focused on if you have a YouTube channel, for example, or any other kind of social media, they're focused on how many followers they have. They're focused on how many views they have, how much watch time they have. These are some of the things that people are focused on when you have a YouTube channel or something that you're sharing with the world in that way. And I want to encourage you throughout this video, sharing some real life examples of things that it doesn't take a lot of subscribers, it doesn't take a lot of followers to really have engagement happening on your channel. So even when I started my channel and I was just filming from my bed or from my back porch, I had quite a lot of emails. I had quite a lot of one-on-one sessions very early on. And the first course that I put out, it met my expectations. I filled that course with the amount of people that I wanted. And I think I only had 500 subscribers at that time. So, one of the things that's happening, just to get back on point here on YouTube, is that the algorithm has changed. So, if you've noticed, whether you are a creator or a viewer of YouTube, that the views are significantly lower, that is what's happening. So, there is a new model out right now, and we've all been notified of it if you are a creator, that the algorithm is now being managed by an AI. So the AI is looking and putting everything into account and pushing out those videos that it thinks that it needs to push out. And in doing this, there's a little bit of a dip right now. There's a little bit of a standstill for some of us, for most of us, because I know even watching some bigger channels that I watch, the views are significantly down. Even if the channel had like a million viewers, they're having like 1% views, and it's very significantly changed. So if you pay attention to those things, you'll know that that is true right now. So with the algorithm change and everything that's changed, a lot of people are getting discouraged, and they're getting very discouraged. So much so that they are quitting YouTube and they're just leaving it right now. But I want you to know that this is almost like a test. It's just a transition to something different. I know when I open up my YouTube page right now, I'm being suggested the craziest things. They're not even channels that I subscribe to. It's not even relevant content. It's not even new content. Like I'm being shown things from like 5 to 10 years ago from channels I don't watch, information I don't subscribe to really. And I'm just being shown this stuff on my page, and I know I'm not the only one. So this is happening across the board right now with the AI. It's just something that it's not exactly a glitch, but it's still trying to get to know you your preferences, and many different things that would come into play as to what it suggests to you. I would really think it would be a lot quicker in showing us the right, correct things by now, but that is what is happening. So, the other thing is, there are channels that I specifically watch and I'm a fan of, I watch regularly. And one channel in particular that I watch on a daily basis. I went to check that channel just on my phone and I noticed I was not subscribed to it. So somehow YouTube had unsubscribed me. And I know that this happens to lots of people in the past as well, but it's happening more right now. So in the evenings, YouTube will kind of do like a sweep and unsubscribe you from certain things. So check and make sure that you're still subscribed to, for example, this channel if you're subscribed to it, or any other channels that you haven't been seeing pop up on your page. Um, the other thing is that I know for myself, there's just a lot of, YouTube channels that I particularly like. And I'm not even knowing that they're putting out new videos. It's not notifying me. So also, if you used to click that notify the little bell, if you've clicked those for certain channels, go back and check and make sure that you are still um, notified, that you have that clicked on, because that is another thing that is being switched off, even if you had switched it on. So go back and check that out. I noticed that for myself that I wasn't being notified of new videos. And then I look up a channel and they've been posting videos daily. And I know that that's happened to me as well, where, people will say, I haven't seen any of your videos. And they'll go check my channel and they're surprised to see that I've been posting pretty consistently and they've missed a big chunk of those videos. Anyhow, lots of people are feeling this also in their finances, because if you're relying on YouTube as your income and your sole source of income is, the AdSense revenue, and your views are down, your income is going to be significantly down. So if this is your only source of income, I can see why some people are being so discouraged to quit or to do something different. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing if you are doing something different and also doing this, because if you're only solely relying on the AdSense revenue, that can be problematic in itself. But I'll leave that for another video. Anyhow, this time is almost like a mirror or a reflection or an intuitive message that I could give you about the dry season, about the dip, about the standstill that often happens when we create something new, when we start a new business. Usually, when we start a new business, when we start a new endeavor, new goals, there's going to be a time period where it's going to be kind of like a standstill. You're not going to be making a lot of money in your business at some point in the beginning. You're not, or maybe it's in the middle. It doesn't really matter. This happens at different times for different people. Maybe you started a goal or a weight loss or health journey and you're at a standstill. Nothing is happening with your weight or your body. There's nothing that you can visibly see is happening. This happens. And this is a very kind of testing time. And because I work with people, coaching people on one on one sessions, I know that this is one of the reasons that coaching is so valuable. Because when people are in this dip, or in this standstill, is when they give up, it's when they quit. It's when they throw in the towel. But if you have someone like myself that is coaching you, is talking to you on a one on one session, and has experience going through these dips and, these standstills that happen, I'll continue to encourage you through it, because this is not a time to quit. Most people quit. But if you can get through this hump, if you can get through this standstill, the gold is right there. You're right there. The breakthrough is right there. So there's a bit of like the dry season right before a breakthrough. What I'm seeing here is like a garden. The planter, farmer, whoever throws all the seeds out. And there's a time that the farmer's just watering and just watching, but nothing is sprouting. There's going to be a time where you don't see any results, when you don't see any progress, when you don't see any growth, but growth is happening beneath the surface. So, for a breakthrough to come through, you do have to build some momentum. So, even if you think that you're doing this, you're putting out this video, you're doing this in your business or that, and nothing's paying off, you're building momentum. That's just as much as making money, really, because in that momentum is your breakthrough, is the thing that's going to catapult you further than anything else could. So think about a bow and arrow. The bow has to go back for that arrow to go out further. So you're being pulled back right now, and that's not a bad thing. That's part of the process. So don't give up, whether you are a YouTube creator and these things are happening in your reality right now and showing up in this way to mirror what I'm talking about, or whether it's happening in a completely different way in your life. Just know that that pullback is actually giving you momentum to go further forward. And that breakthrough is right around the corner from you. You're 3 inches from gold. You're not that far from it, even though you think you are, even though you think you should quit, even though you think things aren't working out. Beneath the surface, there is growth. Beneath the surface, the roots are growing. You can't have what's above the surface without the roots. And you got to tend to those roots and give them love, even when you don't see the growth on the surface yet. So that's what this video is really about. And I want to talk about YouTube a little bit before I open my gift for you. YouTube is an amazing opportunity. You can literally turn on the camera on your phone, film a video, and anyone in the whole world can watch it. You don't have to pay YouTube any money to do that. In the past, if you wanted to be on TV, if you even wanted to have a commercial on TV, you had to pay for that. Now, not only don't have to pay for that, you can actually advertise your services, like the one-on-one sessions I do, or the courses, or book, whatever you got. And you'll be paid for that. Not only will people buy your services, but YouTube will pay you an AdSense revenue for doing that, for just putting a video out there. How amazing is that? And not only is YouTube so generous in that way, YouTube is such a big platform that reaches the whole world that it has become even more popular than any other video streaming service. Cable, direct TV, or anything like Netflix or any of the services. It has more viewers. More people watch YouTube on a regular basis as if they're just watching TV. This has become the TV. And you get to do this by just simply making a video and uploading it. You don't have to pay anything, and you actually get paid by them. And then let's say that you get, sponsors or something like that, then people pay you to talk about their things as well. So there has never been an opportunity like this before. And as far as the freedom of speech and all that, you can talk about anything that you want. And even if you see that your subscribers are low, even if you see that your views are low, I want to tell you that when I first started the channel, when I had less than 500 subscribers, I had just as many people signing up for services as I do now. And it didn't really matter if I had more or less. You only need a handful of people or more, depending on what it is that you're putting out there. In my case, I do live courses, so I have a cap on how many people I have in my courses and things. So all of that is possible. It doesn't matter what your subscriber count or your followers or your views are. So don't focus on those numbers. Keep putting your content out there. Keep sharing your gift. If you're not on YouTube and you're listening to this and it's resonating, but you're not on YouTube, it's something different for you. Keep sharing that work with you, with others. Keep putting it out there. Keep doing what you have to do with one step in front of the other. You got this. You're building momentum. Don't give up now. Your breakthrough is right around the corner. Okay, so I got this in the mail. It is like a box like this. And so in here, it says YouTube. It comes in a really nice little YouTube box like this. And oops, I dropped that. I'm not sure what that was, but anyway, this comes from Partner Perks. Just for being on YouTube, they will send you gifts and little things as well. So it says you've scored a limited edition YouTube clapboard. This was made just for partners like you. This is a one of a kind item and a special thank you for all of your hard work. So they will send you things like this. So even though I'm in that kind of dip myself right now, I got this in the mail and it's something simple. It's a clapper board where you put your channel and like you can write in, it's got like a dry erase marker. I got this come in and even in the dry seasons, you're going to have things that are going to come through that you weren't expecting. I wasn't expecting something like this. And when I saw this, it really also made me feel the energy of one day receiving that YouTube plaque. I don't have 100,000 subscribers, but I know that one day I will. And one day I will get a package like this one. And I will be just as happy and just as grateful as when I open this to see that plaque. So I'm building that energy. And if you know anything about manifestation or if you watched my channel, you know that it's important to be in that energy now. And so I got to experience that through this beautiful gift that YouTube sent me. And I'm not going to quit YouTube. I'm not going to quit YouTube because I'm in a dip or because I'm in a standstill or any of those things, because I know the momentum that I'm building. You also have to know your whys. Why are you doing this? Does this matter to you? Does this make you happy? Examine this. When you're in the dip, you have more freedom also to experiment, to ask yourself, why are you doing this? To ask yourself, is this the sort of content I want to be coming out with, or do I want to try something new? Maybe you're in a niche, but that's not for you anymore. Maybe you want to do something else. This is a great time when you're in that dip to really experiment and to check in with yourself. And if it's a yes for you, and if you're wanting to move forward with whatever it is, move forward with it. So, this is a blessing in disguise for all of us. So, I wanted to share that here with you today. If this video resonated with you, give me a like down below. I know that the algorithm's trying new things, but usually that helps the videos get pushed out. Leave me a comment down below. Even if you leave me something like a heart or a smiley face or whatever, usually that helps the algorithm to also push it out. I would really appreciate it. And if you have a channel or something that you sell or you want to share, comment down below so that we can know about that and that can also be pushed out, or other people that see it on this channel can see it. We can all kind of participate in moving each other forward in this kind of dip. If you would like to partner with me for a one-on-one session, any of my course offerings or anything like that in this time, having someone that checks in with you, having someone that's been through this stuff is very, very valuable, because, like I said, most people drop out or quit. But those people that have a coach or they have been through this before often get pushed forward into the other side, the breakthrough. Otherwise, most people get discouraged and quit. That's the majority. That's the 99%. But you're not the 99%. You are the 1%. So I hope that you resonated with this video. If you needed to, take what resonates with you, leave what does not. And I appreciate you staying till the end of this video. If you are a new subscriber or a returning subscriber as well, thank you so much for being here till the very end. I really do appreciate you. And if you are a new viewer and you would like to subscribe to my channel, I encourage you to subscribe. And if everybody could check and see if they're still subscribed, or if they're going to subscribe, you subscribe and click that notification bell and just make sure that those are left on, because like I said, I checked a channel that I literally watch every day. I know I'm subscribed to, and I was unsubscribed. So I wanted to share that here in this video today. Thank you so much again. I love you all, and I will catch you on our next video.